Welcome to the channel, lovely viewer. Hope you're doing well. If you're interested in music, please subscribe to the channel and let's head on to experience this song in a new way. We can leave the Christmas lights up till January. Taylor sits in a swinging chair on a front yard of a house and breathes the sweet breeze of her vocals into your ears as the chair rocks back and forth. The guitar is played and the instruments flow behind her vocals, up and down, setting the breeze of spring around you into motion. And you flow in the beauty of her soft vocals as she sang, and this is our place. We make the rules. Indistinguishable from the soft breeze that dances around you are her vocals here. She sings the lyrics with such a beautiful ease that blooms an incomparable beauty to her vocals. Breathfully and beautifully she sings, and there's a dazzling haze, a mysterious way about you, dear. Something in him pulls her towards him. An itch in her heart burns every time she sees him, walking on the green field in front of her front yard. And the instruments kicks at her heart when she asked, "Have I known you 20 seconds or 20 years?" And the motion of her emotions were put into actions by the instruments and lifted her to stand on her feet and start walking towards him as she sang the chorus to her lover. She couldn't tell whether she was moving her feet on the ground or the ground was moving her toward him. Barefoot on the damp ground, Taylor sang, "Can I go where you go?" pulling the vocals at the end of the line so softly and so smoothly, brushing his distant face with lovely vocals. And what was swaying the long grass around her were the instruments, and the guitar strings was dropping honey on her fast-beating heart now. Beat after a beat, she starts to feel her lungs soaring in her chest. So she sang, "Can we always be this close, forever and ever?" pulling her vocals swiftly atop the grass as she sang and sang to him. She was walking through the grass now, with its tips brushing her fingers, and the figure of her distant lover were clear to her eyes now, and as he was clear in her sight, so was the beats of her heart as she sang softly, "Take me out and take me home." And the ground beneath her started rushing like a river, and her feet starting moving in a faster and faster as she sang, "You are mine," running towards him now and singing "My" to him, and her heart was outracing her with its beats as she was closer and closer to him and singing to him "My, my," running and running to see him standing taller than the grass now, with his arms spread for her. So she kicked through the ground faster and faster. She is so close now that she sees his watery eyes and humble smile, and her heart could have broke through her ribcage if not for her bones. Closer to her now that she can see all of him, and the distance between them moved aside to let the lovers collide, and the two bodies and two hearts became one when Taylor sang "Lover." They turned and tumbled to fall to the ground, and the grass rushed to meet them as she sang to him, "We could let our friends crush in the living room." And there has never been a soft breeze of a vocal as hers when she sang that line. The instruments now were as around them as the wind was, brushing their hairs and bringing them closer and closer to each other. They turned on the grass and Taylor sang, "This is our place, we make the call," embracing each other and tying their hands, while the instruments was in sync with the pace of their hearts, beating its beats and playing its strings. She brushed a lock of hair from his towering face above her and sang, "And I'm highly suspicious that everyone who sees you wants you." Such beauty, desperation, and fear and love was in her vocals as she sang to him. She clasped his warm cheeks and sang to him, "I've loved you 3 summers now, honey, but I want them all." Her lover stands and pulls her to the ground and rests his hand on the low of her back and they started walking under the night sky now. To the countless stars above, she declares, "Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand?" And the music twinkles with its instruments as the stars above did, imitating each other's twinkles lovingly, and sits a soft tone for Taylor's vocals as she sang, "With every guitar string scar on my hand." Dropping and twinkling were the instruments around them now, and the stars' attention sharpened and moved towards them as Taylor tightened her grip on her lover's hand and raised their hands to the skies to announce, "I take this magnetic force of a man to be my lover," pulling the last note so beautifully and lovely as the stars started moving and swaying closer to them now, imitating the music of their hearts as Taylor continued to sing painfully, "My heart's been borrowed and yours has been blue." Now the stars were moving closer to them in a slower pace, suspending themselves as the music were played and Taylor was singing, "All's well that ends well to end up with you." The music rose around them, and the stars now danced around them, filling the atmosphere with stars, music, and Taylor's vocals as she sang, "Swear to be over dramatic and true to my lover." And they turned to face each other, eyes glittering like the stars above, and hearts ringing in their chests, filled with love. The music helped her to sing, "And you'll save all your dirtiest jokes for me." Now the stars were so close that they were moving in front of them, like tiny diamonds. The lovers moved closer to each other and wrapped their bodies together, and Taylor buried her face in his neck and sang, "And at every table I'll save you a seat, lover, and upon the field of love only the lovers dance." Now that we've reached the end of this video, I hope you enjoyed it, and please tell me what your thoughts are about it in the comment section below. And if you're interested in the channel and its future contents, please click the subscription button and the bell to be notified. And thank you so much for the support.